K-pop Demon Hunters reminded me of a feeling that I really miss. The feeling of being a child and taken care of. I really don't remember much from my childhood, but I have this one vivid memory. I was sick with a fever, and my mom let me stay up past midnight. She fed me this liquid Tylenol that tasted like artificial, shit-flavored cherry. It was so bad I think my fever went away almost immediately. But anyways, she tucked me into the couch with a warm blanket, took my temperature with a thermometer, and put on Disney VHS tapes. I haven't watched an animated musical since then, so when I saw the title K-Pop Demon Hunters, I almost skipped it. But I'm really glad I didn't. After living with shame, expectations, and burnout, seeing those feelings reflected back through the characters hit hard. Watching those tapes back then felt fun, but it's also emotional now. Before I dive into the heavy stuff, can we talk about what happened to this plane? Isn't it going to, crash and kill many people? No? Alright, well, let's move on. The story begins with a trio of girls living double lives. They're idols in public and demon hunters in private. It's a lot to shoulder. Packed stadiums, grueling tours, never-ending expectations, and the fear of disappointing fans. Rumi became my second favorite character in the movie for that exact reason. She's someone who tries, really tries, and it pays off. She's talented, adored, and naturally takes the lead. Not because she's egotistical, but because everyone leans on her. It's so easy to lose yourself inside all of that. Having to be in performance mode all the time, always being on. Then you layer demon hunting on top of all of that. The pressure doesn't crush you, it silently drowns you. And yet, Rumi stays kind. She treats Mira and Zoe like friends, not subordinates. They depend on her voice, her strength, her steadiness. Rumi's just the mom friend that keeps things together. The problem is, she doesn't know how to stop. Most of that drive comes from her aunt Celine. The classic immigrant parent energy, traditional, demanding, and to never show vulnerability. None of that baby behavior, like giving mercy to demons or crying in public. It's the line between being selfish or carrying the world on your back. That mindset, it worked for Rumi, until it didn't. The belief that she always had to be strong, that all demons were evil, that she couldn't show fear or falter, those ideas eventually become the very thing she can't live with, because no one can carry that much weight alone. The person who ends up forcing Rumi to confront her demons is, ironically, a demon.
Huh?
Watch yourself.
Jinu, my favorite character by far. And it's not because he's hot, alright? He's more than his looks. It's because he's an asshole, and I love assholes. On the surface, Jinu's the perfect Saja boy's idol. Handsome, charming, and cunning. The exact combination designed to prey on their fans' emotions. Look at this scene, for example.
I need you to fill me up,
Yeah. Alright, dude. So turned on that he ignores his phone call. I don't blame him though. But underneath all the theatrics, Jinu is a jokester. He just really likes to play and have fun. And unlike the other demons, Jinu still has his soul. That's why he still feels deeply. Why he's so painfully human for someone who technically isn't. It's obvious that he cares from the bathhouse fight. Rumi's not one to be easily shaken, but when her patterns get exposed, she lets her guard down. She panics and can't do anything other than cover up her shame. But Jinu doesn't take advantage of the moment. He recognizes the look instantly. Instead of exploiting her weakness, he covers it for her, because he genuinely cares, even for an enemy. That's who Jinu is. He doesn't care for control or power. He no longer has a family, so he seeks it in others. Even as a demon, he befriends animals, Derpy and Susie. They're his little reflections of who he is inside. Derpy looks like a fierce tiger, fangs and all, but he's really just a cuddly house cat who hangs around. Susie is just there, watching quietly, ominously, and attentively. but with no agenda. Together, they become the way Jinu connects with Rumi. He keeps his distance, so they stay close instead. Jinu doesn't need to be present to care. He'd rather understand someone's shame than abandon them. Jinu's a gentle soul who's convinced he's lost the right to be one. He believes redemption is impossible. For someone who abandoned his family, someone who helps Gima steal souls, Jinu thinks he's too far gone. He's too clouded to see his true colors. He's good, but he doesn't believe it. He's also alive, but he doesn't think he deserves to be. Shame is an insidious feeling. You're afraid of someone pointing it out. The feeling that you're a mistake, that others have it so much better, and that you're not good enough. Your chest tightens, skin gets hot, and you can't focus. You feel sorry for yourself in the most unhealthy ways possible, so you make excuses not to confront it. You hide, distract, you shut yourself out, and others. But some people do pay close attention. People like Jinu. He recognizes Rumi instantly, someone struggling with shame. Jinu knows all too well what it's like to feel unworthy, so he doesn't push aggressively. He'd rather Rumi be comfortable, but he's still curious to learn about her. It's freeing to be able to share things that are too heavy to hold alone, so their emotional connection deepens. The space that Jinu offers Rumi becomes the oxygen she needs, enough for her voice to come back. It's a shame Jinu doesn't offer that awareness towards himself. He's performing villainy the way Rumi is pretending to be perfect, so Rumi's view changes as well. Demons go through the exact pain that she does, despite their race. All the fears, longing to be seen, the hope that there's more to it all. Rumi resists the idea because she was raised to kill demons without remorse, but she can't deny what's right in front of her. Jinu cares, genuinely. He isn't selfish. He made desperate choices under desperate circumstances. He gave up his soul with the right intention and suffered the wrong consequences. It's out of his control that Gima tricked him, just like how it's out of Rumi's control being born as a half-demon. Despite how broken they both feel, they see each other clearly. Two people who think they don't deserve a place in this world, slowly recognizing the good in each other. Rumi opens up instead of shutting down. Jinu remembers he has a soul. Her voice returns, his hope flickers back to life. Together, the voices that they are worthless go away. They're just two humans trying to navigate what's been hurting them. And just having one supportive person is enough to loosen the grip of a lifetime's worth of guilt. It's not dramatic, like some grand wizardry involving spells. It's simply seeing things for what they are, instead of believing you're broken. They're finally on the same team. Naturally, they decide to work together to defeat Gima. But it's not a movie without friction, because hatred and shame, that's exactly what Gima thrives on. Jinu knows what the right choice is, to help Rumi, to escape Gima and free himself from the demon realm. But part of him still fears he might truly be irredeemable, so he slips up. He sabotages the one real connection he has by betraying Rumi. When the world discovers she's a demon, Rumi loses everyone's trust in one fell swoop. Her friends, her fans, her community, everything she was trying so hard to protect. At rock bottom, she even considers ending her own life. Her work isn't done yet. There's still something she has to do. So she faces Gima, her friends, and Jinu. Even though she's alone, she's somehow the only one whole enough to see the light clearly, while everyone else is blurred by the shadows. Rumi's plan is to rely on her purpose, her voice. It empowers people. When Rumi sings, it gives people something to stand behind, so Mira and Zoe reunite beside her, as they always have. All Jinu can do is witness Rumi. After everything, after breaking her trust, she still gets back up. She fights even harder. It's like she's saying, "Look, it's possible. Your mistakes don't define you. You can be free too." And Jinu wonders, maybe there's a better way out. something better than forgetting everything he's done. Then Gima launches a final attack on Rumi. A million thoughts race through Jinu's mind. He doesn't have time to say everything he wants to say, but he has a choice. He can't erase his past. He abandoned his family, sold out Rumi, hurt her, exposed her. Gima influenced him, but he chose every single one of those acts. And now, he chooses accountability instead of escape. So Jinu sacrifices himself. He takes the full force of the attack for Rumi. Even in dying, his spirit feels more alive than ever. Not to cleanse his guilt, but to honor Rumi, to thank her for freeing him. For centuries, he was chained to fear, used by Gima to do his bidding. And now, he entrusts everything to Rumi. His soul, his hope, his belief in the golden Honmoon. He couldn't give that gift to his family. I'm absolutely devastated even after rewatching his death an ungodly number of times. Because when Jinu finally sees his own worth, the world loses him. It's the loss of who he could have been. Watching Rumi and Jinu break and rebuild themselves made me realize something. Going through pain hurts, but there's a point to it. It strips away all the weight you can't keep carrying. And when all of that is shed, what's left is closest to who you are. You don't need something grandiose like self-sacrifice to be worthy. There's something of value in all of us. It might not feel that way because we define ourselves, or others, with not so kind words. Words like burden, stupid, overly anxious. No one's perfect, we all know that. So you'd think compassion should come easily. But the labels that we identify ourselves with aren't logical at all. Wanting perfection is purely emotional. It's easier than admitting that there are parts to ourselves that we don't like. But those parts aren't the whole story. We call ourselves a burden when others see it as thoughtful and caring. I speak slowly and pause a lot. I may feel stupid, but others read it as thinking differently. We psych ourselves out over things that aren't even a big deal. They just feel like one. But just because we're aware of it doesn't mean change is instant, nor is it easy. We get too tired to show up the way we want to. We numb ourselves instead of managing the anxiety. That's not an excuse to dim your own light. Coping habits work, until they don't. And that's where the Honmoon imagery matters. The movie portrays it as a barrier that shuts out demons. The Honmoon is most effective when everyone's happy and their souls are nourished by hearing their idols sing and smile. But life isn't always happy. No one can stay happy on command. In fact, that would be quite exhausting. You can't rely solely on the Honmoon. It isn't meant to be an impervious wall. It's meant to be a soul gate, a place where demons and humans can coexist. That's the true meaning of the golden Honmoon. Not to shut out the parts of yourself that you're ashamed of. Not to pretend the demons disappear. Taking care of yourself means confronting them and accepting them so that the true colors, gold, will appear. We all have our own demons. Some of us just learn to listen and stop calling them demons. We're all susceptible to pain as life breaks us down. Ever since I've had this sharp ache near the side of my right knee, I can't put too much weight on it when I dance. I can't run as much as I used to. I was pissed for a while, wondering why I had to deal with this shit, but pain has a way of challenging you. It makes you be honest with yourself, and whether that version of you is who you want to be. So I started finding joy in other places, writing, reflecting, and going on walks out in nature. Honestly, it's pretty therapeutic, and I hope you take care of yourself, because no one tucks me into a blanket anymore, but I'm still learning to take care of myself. The soul gets beat down, but it's resilient. That's why it still needs tending, compassion, and listening. That's what the movie reminded me of, that the light is still there, the child in me, letting your soul's colors shine again, even if it glows differently now.